Good morning and welcome to another episode of Coffee and Co-op. Hi, I'm Nate, and we haven't put one of these up in a while because the last one I tried to upload, the file got corrupted for some reason. If you notice, we are level 11. All I'm going to tell you is that I played, I think it was the Stepman mission again, and yeah, we beat it. So we got the Spire upgrade cache, which gives the Muta and Broodlord upgrades. So we'll try to use those. We are still on the Kerrigan Prestige. We're almost done with it, though. We're getting there. Let it out, Kerrigan. I know. You put all you bet your entire life savings on the Browns last night, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's not okay for you, but I didn't do that, so it's okay. That's what I'll say at the very least. As we are teaming up with Whirlybird, a level 8 Zagara. Level 8 Zagara, presumably under mastery as well. How many new co-op players are there really these days? Or maybe there's just, I don't know. I've never met the co-op player that only plays one co-op character. Like when I think about differences between like a melee versus a co-op or an arcade StarCrafter, melee StarCraft players, in order to like, what is the word? In order to justify all the balance whining to yourself, you can never play all of the races. Otherwise, you would gain empathy for them, right? And then that kind of breaks the illusion. If you play all three races and you still blame all your losses on balance, then you're kind of just setting yourself up for an explosive dose of cognitive dissonance. But that's why you'll mostly see 1v1ers just play their main race and complain about the others without ever trying to understand them. There's a lot of sad parallels like that in real life as well. But we don't need to get into that. What we do need to get into is how cool it is that the co-op community is, at least from what I've seen of it, it's very diverse. Whenever I go to the co-op Discord, it's basically just everybody talking about who would win in like lore battles and stuff. They're like, well, if he was actually allowed to use the full power of the Alexander, it should probably be able to blow up a planet honestly on its own, even if it was infested, since it's able to still fly. And some person goes on about how, I don't know, something to do with whatever makes the ship fly apparently powers everything else. So if the ship's in the air, then there's some weird things that you can do. And I don't know. I just like to read the conversations. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't communicate a lot in the co-op forums and Discords, but I do enjoy grabbing a beer and sitting down at a random bar stool. I'm sure some of you guys know what that feeling is like. Because I'm just like, you know what? I'd rather listen, just kind of like listen, just soak it in, be a lurker, burrow myself, use my seismic spines, 10 range, and just kind of chill and just see what's going on. And that's about how I do it. This mission's always fun though. Dead of Night, especially with Kerrigan and creep buffs. I mean, this should be easy, right? Spreading the creep against the zombies shouldn't be, I don't think, too prohibitively difficult. Yeah, you gotta build overlords eventually, Nate. And also, I got a haircut yesterday, so that was fun. That was fun. And yeah, I needed it. And Katie was like, Nate, I don't actually want you to get a haircut, right? I was joking. I like your hair long. And I'm like, okay, well, congratulations. If you ever make a joke about something like that, I'm always going to do it. Without fail. You don't just get to play with you don't just no. I kind of realized I was getting a bit ratchet. But also this morning when I showered, guess what? You guys want to know why this coffee and co-op episode is even being recorded? Do you guys want to know the truth? It's actually just because I finally have I could dry my hair. I dried my hair. It only took me like 30 seconds. I got one of those fancy hair dryers because I have to normally, in a normal year, I'd be spending a pretty disproportionate amount of time traveling around the world and all that jazz, but since that is not the case for the foreseeable future, I still have my fancy hair dryer. And I think before I got my hair cut, it must have taken what? How long, Nate? I wish Katie was here to answer the question, but she's I always record these while she's asleep. After all the hate threads last year, she still gets upset when she sees StarCraft stuff, so I try not to do it around her. But yeah, it must have taken like 10 minutes to dry my hair before, because it got way too long. It got way too long. I was like one of those kids that your boomer grandparents go to the grocery store and they're like, that man has long hair. Is he homeless? Actually, now that I think about that, people said that while I was casting too. So I guess, yeah, it's StarCraft. It's mostly boomers, right? So there you have it. Kappa. Look at me just running around with my long hair, all crazy like. But the important part is I got a haircut finally. So that's the real moral of the story, and I'm happy. There's been a couple of things to do lately, which has been nice. I was actually just hearing about I got another work offer coming in for February that I can't talk about, obviously, but I am excited at the prospect to be doing something rather than nothing, compared to last year at least, right? So that'll be nice. That'll be exciting. This is what you deserve. Did the Hunterlings trap Kerrigan?
Time to get to work. We have to burn away enough of the infestation before the day ends. Start with the structures I've marked.
Start with the structures I've marked. Wait. If I transfer that tumor immediately, it'll die, right? Spread the creep, doot 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 doot. Spread the creep, doot 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 doot. Spread the creep.
Speak. I am the swarm.
The real tragedy is that I don't actually have all of the things yet. All right. I'm like, I didn't want to just mass out a bajillion Zerglings, but that is probably still the best thing to do, right? That is probably the play to make. Just get as many lings as I can. I think I'm gonna unlock Raptorlings soon. I think.
Detecting more structures at this location.
Oh my God! You brought a Raven with you. What is this? What is this? I don't have Raptorlings yet for Kerrigan, so they're not like, these aren't like full power, like, you know, organic, grass-fed, etc. Not yet, at least. We're on our way there, though. The enemy's taking fire at your forces. God, that Nathanias voice pack is so sexy. At least the micro skills are still there. I was gonna say, if there's one thing that playing League of Legends isn't gonna do, it's make my micro worse. Then again, imagine if there was a unit in StarCraft that could spread Ligma like Malzahar. These are the kind of messed up things I dream about now. An actual infection unit in StarCraft would have been freaking sick. Imagine that. Parasitic Bomb was just like, we didn't know how to give Zerg anti-air without breaking the game. But they could have. But then I'm like, wait a second. Have you seen Malzahar's E, baby? Why don't we have a unit that just tags a Marine, and then if the Marine dies while it has this thing on it, it spreads to the other Marines nearby it? The closest Marine, right? Boom. Why does this technology not exist? Why didn't I gel my hair? It's falling over easily again. I have to get, whenever I get my hair cut, I get it thinned out so that I can style it, because otherwise my hair is so thick that it just falls into itself. Like it's actually too heavy to fall over, if that makes sense. It doesn't really make sense. There is no way to describe it properly, but yeah. So my hair is starting to like move around on its own again, and it's starting. I don't know. Hey, maybe it's just coming to life like one of those animes. Maybe I'm gonna be like that guy from that Cartoon Network show, right? The guitarist guy. All his power comes from his hair and his guitar. It's a good show. That was a good show. Anybody who remembers that show. I don't remember the name of it, so you're better than me. Big ups for that one, Home Slice.
infested trying to break through one of our barricades.
The infested are trying to break through one of our barricades. Oh no. We'll just have to unbreak through, right? That's what Kerrigan would say. Kerrigan uses a lot of awful punny, terrible punny logic.
Your allies are in battle.
This map will always tank my frame rate though. Especially because it's Zagara and Kerrigan.
Kaboomers. The acid spit is bad enough, but just wait until they explode. You sure you want to do that at night, Commanders? The infested will be here any minute.
Your allies being attacked.
But I'm like, I think these guys don't do enough damage, right?
Creep tumors under attack.
Like just Kerrigan's stuff on its own should be enough to just fight these guys forever.
Tumors under attack.
Because of her regen and the Fury upgrade I got.
Your allies are in combat. Let's lend a hand. Your friends are in a bit of a pickle over there. Your creep tumors are being ruined.
Your creep tumors are being ruined.
Amon's supporting the infested with his own forces. It's gonna be a long night. I like the hustle, but I'd advise against it, Commander.
Yeah, I don't have W bound because I use it for patrol. Like a psychopath. No, my queen! You are my queen. Nobody ever thinks about transfusing Kerrigan, but ladies and gentlemen, you can do it. It's possible.
Make it.
Actually, don't send the Zerglings to fight the Kaboomer.
No time like the present.
You didn't build your base just for it to get blown up. did you?
Assimilation aura is ready, my queen.
Let's lend a hand.
Sunrise. That's our cue to move. We won't have enough time later if we destroy too few structures today.
You simply can't. Some bad guys.
You simply can't do that. You sure my Zerglings are not enough?
Immobilization wave is now available.
Nuclear launch detected? Is that...
Your mutation is ready. The
Did-
enemy's taking fire at your forces. A new queen has been born.
What?
I
Where the hell are these nukes?
Ready. Rev up those index.
explain yourself. I need
Hope
answers.
you like nukes, cause there's one on the way.
The fight begins. Make it quick. No time to assimilate some resource. What is it? Oh,
Nuclear launch detected.
Oh my god.
yes.
I have never seen the AI do that before like that.
Fight begins.
Like, I've seen the nukes in co-op, obviously, but I've never actually seen, like, ghosts sneak into your base after the defense wave is over and just be like, yeah, dog, good luck with that.
Some bad guys closing in on your army.
I'm
There has to be
sensing
more.
close
Somewhere
units.
else. Your
We
allies
need
are in
some
battle.
detection out here.
We need some detection out here.
Here's some more structures to burn out.
Your allies are in battle.
I've come this far. No,
I need overseers.
you have my speed. Make it.
By the way, I was casting DreamHack this last weekend. That was pretty fun.
Running out.
Really good games by Trap and Clem. Those are some of my favorite guys to watch this weekend. If you guys missed it, spoiler alert.
Quick.
Trap won.
Time like the present.
I did pause before saying the spoiler alert. And you know what? I thought Sarah was gonna clap him because he started off, what was it, like 2-0 or 3-0 or 2-1 or something? But Sarah was like, had him on the ropes pretty early on.
This is crazy.
But Trap is so good. Trap is so good. It makes me really happy because, you know,
If our base
it's no secret that I thought that Protoss was getting the short end of the stick for a long time in the balance department.
there's a virus.
I basically prior to taking my public StarCraft hiatus, I think I was probably most known for balance whining about Protoss not being strong enough because we just never really got to see them in any tournaments. Like, they pretty much never made it deep.
Barricade is under attack.
But now we've had, what, two Protoss get a tournament in the last couple of weeks, which is really, in the last couple of months, which is really nice because obviously it didn't help that,
We've got a barricade
you know, it did not help.
Bit of a creep tumor is under attack.
Did not help how few Protoss players were able to really succeed the last few years. But the fact that you basically have to be the #1 in order to do it, that was where I got sad. So as long as the creep is here, Kerrigan is pretty hard to kill, if you guys haven't noticed. But I can't do anything because I'm stunned. And there we go, she's dead. Well, we had a good run. But at the end of the day, they couldn't make me care again. Does it though? Wait, my thing is right next to this and they have a Raven. Oh, I don't know. They don't share detection vision? Okay, so my spine crawler is not really enough to defend. We might just die here, guys, since Kerrigan got grabbed by the Hunterling, dude. Where did your army go?
Looks like Amon wants a piece of us too.
Good question.
Your allies are in battle. What is it?
Oh no, Kerrigan.
Wave is available, my queen.
You have my attention.
Yeah, no, it's too late.
This may look bad, but it won't last much
This
longer.
may look bad, but it won't last much longer. Right. We did. Rip an Alfredo fettuccine linguine tortellini.
There's just too much
GG,
of
well
this.
played.
We have to get as many people
Well, ladies
out
and
this
gentlemen,
fire
that's
as
what
we
happens
can.
when Kerrigan dies. Zerglings. I mean, considering that we got put up against Brood War Terran, we were kind of boned from the start since they got fire bats. And I'm going to be honest with you. Fire bats are pretty good against Zerglings. And if you didn't know, now you know. But hey. Justin Fields just declared for the NFL draft, so my day's good no matter what. Although I'd prefer for the Jets to find a way to get Deshaun Watson. That's just me, though. Not like the Texans are going to use him. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode. I've been terrible about getting these back onto a regular schedule, so I am going to wrap this up and literally go upload it right now. I love you guys. I'll be wearing this shirt on stream today. You can test, you can prove it's me. You can know it's me.